Hey, how's it going? Plants vs. Zombies, more like Magic versus Zombies. Why? Because people are hacking and actually making me concede as soon as I join the game and using all kinds of other cheats to basically make it unfair. But yeah, that's maybe the one thing I shouldn't have done too, is like this rotation. Like whenever I lose as a hero, I have to play as the next one. And so whichever ones are the best, I'm not playing as the most. Or I guess you still kind of are, because if you're winning games, but even the best deck, you're not going to win 100% of games, or it sort of breaks your rhythm and momentum. But I've kind of retained that format still, where every time I lose a game, I have to play as, the next one and rotate through all of them. I guess the good thing with that is I have so few of them. I only have 8, so it's not like it takes that long to get through that. But yeah, now I'm nervous about doing the Magic the Gathering series, because I'm going to do the same thing with that. I have to get to Mythic rank, otherwise I have to delete my account, and that's... If I didn't have enough time to do this one, there's no way I'm going to have enough time to do that. Let me just double check which ones I played as last, lost as last. I was on a couple good streaks too, but then I got either unlucky, or I actually got one of those disconnect bugs. My stream actually crashed once yesterday too, but it didn't cause me to lose the game, at least. Let's see. I always forget to check this, or my memory is so bad that I can't remember who I just played as. You can kind of go and see which deck was selected last, but I just want to double check, because somehow if I was like maybe looking at something or changing something, it might have messed it up. So I played a Solar Flare here, or like especially if I'm playing against viewers. I think I lost as that, and I count the viewer games too in terms of, even if it's a friend deal, I still count it as a loss. So I lost the Solar Flare, and who was the zombie? It probably was Infinity. I guess it was Super Brain, so now I'm doing... okay, I'll do Infinity next, then I'll do Combustible, so we start off with some of the aggro decks. Yeah, we start the last session, and it's like... Super Brains immediately gets fucked over, because he gets conceded the first game, so you don't even get a chance to get on a good streak or anything. Yeah, today will be the second... You got to 48 at least. Today will be the second to last day of me playing this, obviously, because that's it. Whether I succeed or fail. So now it's just a question of... It's a question of I'll play it this morning for like an hour is all I have time for. But then tonight I'll try to do it like all night. I'll stay up all night, and then tomorrow it ends like probably in the morning for me. Around maybe like 1 o'clock. So I'll pretty much try to play it non-stop from like 9 o'clock tonight to like 1 p.m. tomorrow. And if I do that, maybe I'll get to rank 50. I at least owe it that much, but I don't think I'll have the energy to do it, but I'll try. I'll literally be half asleep. Fucking, I'll become a zombie myself. I'll be mumbling like I am in my Hearthstone streams. I would always be like that. I'd be like half asleep, but I'm still going. Just because it's so late. Like, usually I would play it on Sunday, and I'm always tired on Sunday. Because I would start late, and I would just, I don't know, be like half asleep whenever I'm playing Hearthstone. Which led to that very funny title, like, ever seen somebody half asleep play Hearthstone? Oh, right. Oh, wait, it's 2024. As if to imply that everybody is, because the game is so boring in its current state. But I don't really find it boring. It's just more like a joke on the stupid, whatever, like the stupid state of the meta, or however people approach it. So it's been encouraging the last couple of days, though, because it seems like the level of competition has dropped a little bit. Maybe I'm getting a little cocky in saying that, but something seems a lot easier, because I was stuck at rank 35 for like a week and a half, and now I suddenly got rank 36, and I suddenly am at least winning a better ratio of games, and so it gives me some vague hope. But I probably should have been rank 40 at least by like a week ago. I just completely got hard stuck. But yeah, we're gonna pick on the last minute clowns who are playing, and again, the reason why I was so confident I could do this too was because you can always abuse the lower rank players. Like, every once in a while you'll get ranked up against a rank 8 or a rank 10 or something like that, somebody who's like 30 ranks lower than you, right? So of course you can abuse that. And now if I get matched up against a rank 50, it's not that big of a deal, because I'm already 36, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't know why I felt like I was higher ranked than this guy. I'm like, I have some delusion of grandeur, like, oh, I'm ranked 38 or something. But this is like a perfect mirror matchup. He's gonna destroy me just with this stupid ass banana shit, but certain things like this I have a bad habit of ignoring. Like, I get it, but I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to rush him down, so I don't care what you do with the stupid ass banana bombs. You know, just let me finish you off, but it's just not gonna happen. You can get a bonus attack. You could get the 3 damage. I'm surprised you would even do that because, well, I don't really care about my damage that I'm taking, but now I may or may not get saved by the block meter in the process is the problem. You could do this, and then you could do this to completely negate that guy's whole existence, but am I going to get enough lethal damage? And of course not, because you're going to do the banana bomb combo with respect to a disgusting act by Repeat Moss. Might be the last time I ever get to say it. But this worked out pretty well. So it was basically a 1-year playthrough where I have a year to build up my collection and do whatever I got to do, and that would allow me to basically, you know, then after the year I have to get to rank 50 with whatever I get organically from my collection. That would have been better, I guess, if I didn't do that then, but how am I supposed to know what I'm gonna get? RNG Fiesta. So let me at least try to get to rank 37 now, and then I can try to get 13 ranks overnight. Between tonight and tomorrow morning, I highly doubt I'll actually have the energy to do it, but I will make an effort to. Let's just push for lethal. I don't even care if he has... He should have had lethal with all these, like... But he doesn't have enough targets to even use them on, I guess, for as many as he has. Make 2 half bananas next door, which is... They don't have team up, so it's not like they can do anything. You would have lethal even from this, but you're just going to have enough tricks, or maybe not. I'm surprised he didn't have enough banana bombs, because he's been doing that for so long. Wait, he actually still loses, though. How is that even possible? I was sure I was going to lose that, actually. Or no, it'll... Oh, no. It'll summon that, obviously. Fuck me. Yeah, I guess my instinct was correct. Bro, why is it so fucking competitive, dude? Even though I was just saying it's easier or I get lucky with that, but it doesn't mean that he won't do something beforehand that could potentially win him the game. This is what the plants always get. If you get like a bonus attack, if you get so many different things. Maybe I should have put it there just to be sure. Or yeah, of course you're gonna have another trick. Yeah, that's what I'm even saying. I thought he could have done that earlier too. So that's sad because you're sitting on lethal literally, but you just don't get a chance to play it. There should almost be a card like with that mechanic. You know, there's all the cards that say for a zombie you can play minions, right? You can play minions when it's your trick phase. There should be another card that's like on the previous turn you play it, and it's like next turn you can play tricks in your minion phase, right? In the first phase. Like I play a minion this turn, and then in my next turn I can play minions, no, sorry, tricks in my first phase as well as my trick phase. All these kind of cool card design ideas that could have come to pass if the game had lasted long enough. Look at this pay to win try hard with Huge-Gigantacus, because it's one of those you have to like pay money for or something. I'm rooting for this guy to get there, but I'm mostly rooting for myself to get there. Cut Your Grass and him are really where I should be, struggling to get to rank 50. Like, look at how long it's taking them, and I really think I can do it with the, you know, maybe suboptimal decks that I'm using, but I know that I could have done it, which is what's so sad about it, but the immense amount of time I would have had to put in was just very discouraging. I had this all planned out, like, oh, you know, I'm ranked 30 something, and it's like, oh, I have like a week left, I thought, but I actually had an extra week because it kind of was a 5-week rotation when I thought it was 4 for some reason, which I should know how it works after a year of playing it, but I never really cared or paid too much attention. But it was always like around the middle of the month, I felt like, but I guess it always changes because it's always a week extra. But the reality is that I'm at like rank 32 and I have like, you know, 8 days left. So it's like, oh, if I get 2 ranks every day, then it'll be fine, right? Everything will be good. But I couldn't even get like a single rank in a day, or I couldn't get, you know, I couldn't get anything going because of the simple fact that I just was stuck at rank 35, first of all, for so long. Gain a teleport, transform a zombie into one that costs one more. Okay, that one I don't necessarily care about. See, I could do like this and this, but this is good just for the little bullseye effect. With these kind of aggro decks, you just got to be willing to let stuff go. Like, it's okay if he does that. In fact, the buff that he did is kind of useless because it's going to get transformed anyway. So now he'll get something weaker than that. He'll get like a 4-mana 3/3 with some dumb effect. Now, I don't necessarily get value from that, though. Or see, yeah, that's even worse. And if you do it to the wrong one of these, it'll summon another one. You better do the other one, or how does that really hurt me even? This is good, but this is also good. When real, zombie does a bonus attack, which doesn't really do much. So yeah, he got a 4-mana. He upgraded a 4-mana 4/4 into a 2/2. Like, that actually hurt him. Right? What shitty RNG. If it was me, I'd be mad about that. Yeah, the effect is okay, but he didn't even use it right. Or maybe he thinks that both of these summon another copy, so that's why he did that. Right? But only one of them does. Or no, maybe I'm wrong. There's another. Wait, I swear there was another one that's like. Maybe it's the pair of pairs where it's like. Okay, if you do this. I don't know. This will be like 8, 9, 10, 11. Like. And then the Berry Blast could be a good finisher as well. Like, what could you possibly do with 2 mana? Like a Space Cadet or some dumb shit. But now, if the Strawberrian, not Strawberrian, I always call him that. If the Strawberry Dude goes here, then you'll do enough damage alone. Or no, you won't. It'll do 5 plus... Fuck. It's still not enough. If I had enough room here, I guess I could do it. Like, do this, do one of these, then do that. But he'll already kill it. Okay, dude, okay. You want this to be on the left side. These two maybe don't matter then. And you just gotta go for it. He has 1 brain. Could it possibly save him? Because we got lethal in 2 lanes. What could you possibly do with that? Yeah, you may play a zombie, but you don't have fucking... You don't have any fucking brains to do it, dude. Okay, but yeah, I love all these bugs that I end up losing to as well. Like, let me get 5 games in a row, and that's all I want in a session, but it just doesn't happen. So, Combustible usually comes through for me. Rank 45. It is getting a little tricky with this whole... You know, I'd be willing to do that because I'll just Berry Blast the face, which everybody hates that as a play, and I don't like it either, but I don't have a choice. Oh, this is going to be rough tonight, though. I'm already worried about it. Like, dude, but I better go out with a bang like that because I haven't done this the right way. Like, for the last week, I've just kind of given up. Because I've only played like an hour a day or something, and I just haven't had the energy to do it. So we may as well just do it all in one epic finale night, which, again, if I was at least rank 40 plus, I would feel like I could do it, but... There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do it. So I gotta go full aggro and ignore what they're doing, even at my own peril. And the reality is that this is not leafy, even though I always think of it as. But all 3 of these are. So that could be good. And we go here. Maybe I could do like this and a bonus attack to kill something, but... +1/+1 when a goat is hurt. I probably should do that because... You know, he is getting a little bit scary, and so I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But really, you shouldn't do that because you should just kill... You should just save the bonus attack to do it to the face. And I shouldn't have even worried about that, but... feel like I'm just making a decision to commit to just let's just ignore that the rest of the game, and we'll just finish him off before he kills me, which could be very risky, but kind of a bad curve turn, and I also don't get the leafy synergy that I kind of desperately needed, so let's just do this. That could be lethal right there if he doesn't have an answer for it now. You trigger the block meter, or you might not trigger the block meter as far as the actual... Oh, shit. Well, that didn't work really how I thought, but I still am not dead because you get this. Heal 3, which really doesn't feel like it even matters right now. There's nothing I'm going to get that's going to save me there. I could still finish you off, though, with the whole precedent of the left to right thing. The bluesberry is kind of cute, but I don't know if that's going to matter too much. Maybe I could use it to just get rid of something in the way here. With respect to... that doesn't even really help, though. But how do you know that? I guess he just didn't have a way to deal with anything else either. Okay, this is the kind of win streak that we need. Combustible would always come through earlier in the playthrough. Not that it really mattered as much, but we would always start every episode with him just because he was the newest hero that I had, because we had, you know, like the only new hero that I had, period. That's the one thing I'm disappointed by, that I never got a hero from a pack. Just don't give me like a disconnect bug, bro. Don't do that. The concede bug. Yeah, see, now we got an easy favorable matchup after beating two pretty tough matchups, arguably, with respect to the I don't even really like this card, but there are a few times where it can be good. But nothing I have has that much attack anyway, so now we completely ignore this shit here. But no, that's a very tough decision to make, like whether you can have the actually, that was kind of a fucked up decision to put it there, because oh, I don't know. Like what kind of aggro decision making is this anyway? They're gonna out aggro me, but I fucked up, because if I should have put it like in the middle and just not worried about it, because now this thing is kind of a waste of space. I could maybe buff it later. I could maybe buff it now. Yeah, I guess it would have been a waste anyway, but we could do this. We could buff this, and then we could eventually we could make it a 6 attack. Holy shit, dude. If I can outlast what he's doing, I might have a chance to win, but I'm an aggro deck too, so it's not like outlasting them benefits me. I'm down to 8. Like, look at this shit, dude. Like, look at how insane of a start that was. Freeze all plants in the water. You're gonna get strike through anyway, so like I'm pretty much dead. Okay, that was an insane start. Like, even if this guy's deck is really good, but I mean, he's a rank 19, bruh. I'm even saying, oh, it should be an easy matchup. I mean, the other ones had strike through too, so it wouldn't really have made any difference. Yeah, that's fine. At least we got a little streak, but you know, if we win 2 and lose 1, we'll still eventually make progress. So the mid-range decks haven't done as well, which is the section we're on now with respect to the Yeti and all that. Like, if I played exclusively as only the aggro decks, maybe I would have done better this whole run, but I don't know. Sometimes I will keep higher stuff like that, but I guess now is not one such time. Like, I had an imbalance, like where I had 5 mid-range / control-ish decks, which was Super Brains, Green Shadow, Smash, Yeti, and Wall Knight. But then I made it, and then I only had 3 aggro decks: Solar Flare, Infinity, and Combustible. But then I reversed it, where I said, I tried to even it out. So I said, I made Super Brains into a aggro deck, even though he still has Badman Rising in there just as a bonus. So now it's 4-4, right? But normally it's just I'm almost playing this like it's aggro now in a way that I don't get, but at least that we preserve its... Well, I guess I could put it there, and it would have been fine. That's actually very convenient. I wouldn't even say that's a lucky play, because that's the play you get all the time, but... But yeah, like the whole superpower aspect is pretty bullshit at times. We could get Frenzy and just do this anyway, or we could figure something else out. I don't know. Bro is lagging over here. His brain is lagging. Alright, that's always convenient. But no, I'm almost playing this like it is aggro, and maybe that's better. He's gonna be down to 8. And wait, what? Oh shit, I didn't even realize how good that was. So that actually fucked it up. The fact that the chicken moved was actually... I'm even getting interactions that are better than I realized. Now this guy might fuck up the lethal that I would have maybe had otherwise, but I guess not. Okay, he's protecting that lane, but we're gonna get him down potentially to 1 here. But no, that was a very fortuitous interaction that I really had no control over. Oh, get him to 1. Get him to 1. Fuck off. Yeah, it just seems like I'm doing better in the last few days than I was before, because maybe some element of... Oh, I fucked up again. Fuck me. But he's going to probably play something there anyway. Sometimes I just play too fast. Like, I'm just in a hurry to get it over with, but... Now I could play it here, but I don't want to, is the thing. Bro is lagging now. Plan does a bonus attack, okay. So I would have had lethal, wouldn't I, if I just put it there, assuming... But it wouldn't have mattered. Well, he didn't want to block it apparently anyway. So stupid, bro. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I should probably still win, but now at least it's in contention. I should just wait and destroy whatever he summons. And then he won't be able to react with at least summoning anything else. Or I could play multiple things and it's going to fuck me over, though. The thing is, though, if you can't deal with these two because you'll summon something else if you do, but I'm kind of blocking it myself, too. It might have been better just to wait and just do this and then, you know, have lethal that way. That shouldn't really matter right now. What are you planning to do with the fucking Gargantua, though? Okay, that's good. So yeah, at least if we can put a couple of these streaks together. Let's see what we can do. Again, I'm not trying to jinx myself with saying, oh, it's so much easier now. But it is something is a little different at least. This is kind of how it was maybe before or something towards the beginning. Because again, all the tryhards are probably done playing right now. Or they're just set about on ruining everybody's day in terms of like... You know, what does a higher ranked player even have to play for? They'll just do it through the sheer scope of, you know, rank 50s are playing, and they're just going to farm everybody who's lower. Right, just to kind of piss them off. But that's still kind of cute, because it's sort of a waste that you would even do that. Which also tells you he's certainly not an aggro deck. And sort of, neither am I, but... Hunt is exactly the kind of mechanic you don't want, though. Or no, with this kind of deck, though, you kind of do want it. You know, I shouldn't really do that, but I'm playing this with like an aggro mentality though, because I'm just so used to it, or I don't trust anything else. Kind of bugged out there for a second. That's okay that he hunted that, but so much of this is just sort of playing on curve, where, to be fair, my decks are like that in a lot of card games because that's just how I like to play, but like you know, a lot of my decks are, I like to play in that style anyway. Mushroom berry. I should almost play on the board, but like what is that lane really gonna do for him? You know what I mean? Like, who really cares about it? It's gonna hit me for 2 for the rest of the game and give him 1 sun, which neither of those things really matter, or I guess he just has an infinite evolution chain though. Okay, even here we'll get a little value back, but it seems like his hand is sort of dried out, which is good. Yeah, now I'm gonna be facing decks that are on par with mine, because it's like you're sort of you're sort of in a position where this will still get the damage off strike through wise, although now it's getting a little concerning. I always celebrate like, oh, look how few cards they have in their hand, but you know, that's just like the icing on the cake, but that was just sort of lucky that we happened to have that, although that card is extremely common. Or this is one of those meta hard counter type plays like Skulking Geist, or, you know, Big Game Hunter, or something dumb that's just like, you know, oh, look at this. Is the run coming together now at the last second, where I'm gonna feel bad then that I come super close now, even though I was super far behind? I'm just exploiting all the things. Play at the last minute because then it's not as competitive. Play at the, you know, abuse lower ranked players and stuff like that. Which that I can't control, but just the assumption that that's how the matchmaking works. But no, we'll be like 4 out of 5 on a good win streak, and then we'll concede bug out. I will acknowledge it hasn't happened that often, but it's still bad. But no, that's one of those cards that a lot of people are gonna have, even like that block meter guy. The guy who eats your block meter up with the monkey, right? You're able to basically consider the fact that it's just one of those kind of cards that's going to be useful every game with such a dynamic effect like that. So I guess we just win. He didn't even do anything with his 8 sun there. Okay, 3 out of 5. I mean, I'm even talking shit about the Yeti and say these decks don't do as well, but just do it for me, dude. 2 games in a row that I'm happy with the session, and then we'll set up for doing a late night, overnight stream tonight for the last fucking set that we got. Right, tonight and tomorrow morning is all I got, so I'll have to play for like fucking 14 hours straight, and I guess I'll just have to do it, so... You got 1, 3, 4, which I'm willing to live with, I guess. But this is one of those bad case scenarios where, oh, I should have flipped the... I should have mulliganed the 4 cost just because... Now, why are you putting it there? Like, I guess just to pull mine as far right as you can, but... Why not just put it there in the first place? See, this is the kind of turn that kills you. Oh, I should have mulliganed that, but then what if I get something higher cost, which most of my decks aren't going to have that many high cost cards, but... Okay, this could be bad if he has like a really good late game play to make. You know, actually it won't kill that then, so maybe I'll wait. Not really a good play, but I didn't have anything else to play, so it becomes a waste. Doesn't this put the regular sunflower to shame? Like, this is one of those power creep examples. Just like, you know, it's just better in every way. So, or it doesn't have team up, I guess, but it kind of feels like it does in this case. I mean, this is a perfect example of a play with this deck. Like, you're still getting in face damage, but you're trying to deal with the board at the same time because that's just how it is. Right, I don't know if I could beat a good deck like this otherwise, but if he has like a really good late game play. End of turn, if there's no zombies here, make a sunflower here. So nothing will actually die on my side. I'll still get the frenzy damage in, and I will also get a good play here. So everything is going to be excellent with respect to... I'll do this and then I'll sort of bait him a little bit, or maybe I should do that. Or no, you know, maybe you should do it after you already have one out there. That way it immediately gets benefit. Because, like, if you do it the other way, this one could get destroyed before, right? So now you do it, and then you end up getting it on both of them, at least. It's weird to think that this is one of my favorite cards in the game, just because of its stat value. And apparently he was changed multiple times from a demonic 666 to a 6-7-7 or something, and then apparently to a 7-8, which maybe feels totally unnecessary, but... So, as much as I would have liked to have done that, you know, it's arguably better, but the curve just makes me feel so stupid because I can wait. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, what is that lane of 2 sunflowers really going to do for you now anyway? Now he'll do that walnut bowling and fucking take everything out. But I could win. Oh, shit. I could still win, though, on the back of this. Okay, dude. Clearly that's my fault. I should have known that the block meter was going to trigger and play around it in a way that's literally impossible to do because it's just a stupid mechanic. Like, okay, bro. Okay. I mean, just for the sake of curve, I feel like doing this, but maybe something else would have been better, like the cowboy. I don't even know anymore. Now I'm gonna get fucked by the block meter again. Too quiet gamer. That could be my name if I have like a co-op stream that we do like a like I've almost never done in the past. Too quiet gamers. I'm probably gonna lose now, although that was still a pretty underwhelming Astro Vera play with respect to... I'm doing that just so that if he tries to deal with the other lanes, he'll get fucked over by the frenzy now, so I guess. Although he won't, because this will die before... Or at least I should have put it there. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. One loud gamer. Bro, how do you fucking get away with doing this shit? Like, this is such bullshit, man. You have no chance of winning, and you still do this shit to me. I should have just put it there, and then I probably still would have won. And I might still win, but this is really not what I had in mind here. Like, what more can you possibly do to me here? Like what more? What other card do you have? Walnut Bowling, incoming. Even if you do it, you probably still lose, because I'll kill you with that. Like, I'd love to see him actually win this. Or I can't even send him a message. That's the whole point of messages. Bro, like, come on. Okay. Dude, I give up. If you want to be like this, just have an answer for every board in existence. Like, I can't do it, man. You'll have another. You'll have 4 Astro Veras. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, there's no mathematical way, dude. There's no mathematical way to do this shit. I'd be better off just waiting and doing this, because, like, I can't do this. I just can't do it, man. They're gonna have an answer. No matter what it is in the universe that I have, They have an answer for everything in the history of human existence here. You could bring out Genghis Khan zombie. You could bring out fucking everybody. Alexander the Great zombie, a Genghis Khan zombie. They just have every answer in human existence. Just forget it. Bring out the Robespierre zombie. I don't give a shit, dude. You could have one for like each of those, like a zombie that's inspired by the H-Man from Germany, like how King Bradley and FMA and stuff. That game was incredibly frustrating though. Like, it just that's the kind of game that you'll see. Like, you could do anything you want and you'll still lose. Like, just it doesn't matter. Like, they just have every answer possible. And even though I won, you might think, oh, I'm being salty, and I might have missed lethal one turn too, but the point is that it's just dumb because, you know, it might be worth it to do that, but not really. If they're gonna rush me down a little too fast here, I could be in trouble. I just hate those turns like where you don't play anything in terms of, you know, like just a dead turn play. +1 when you play another berry, it's fine. You know, hard countered, but did I play it because I was anticipating that, or did I play it because I just had to play it on curve, right? That's the whole hilarity of my value, that sometimes I'll do stuff in ways that are suboptimal that trigger people. Oh, you should have saved that for when they play some crazy play later. That's a, you know, some other better berry, but I can't afford to wait. I just have to do shit. Like an ADHD card game thing, like just I'm hyper, I just gotta play stuff. Now this is a very good value card, however it can be bad in a situation like this because it doesn't have staying power in terms of, I'll still do it, but it'll give me long-term value that I typically don't have. And so, and actually I'm pretty happy with that because I just want more stuff to put out there and fill up the board. So they'll kill it off, actually. Yeah, this is the one, like where if you flip one back, if you flip this one back, right, you let them get the effect again. Whereas if you flip that one back, you don't. So this should be a 5-turn play. Which you might think, oh, I should play a Gargantua, but actually, I somehow feel the need to have just more stuff out there for now. Okay, that could be problematic if they... Ah, but see, that's why you don't play the big one, because then he would have one-shot it, but I wouldn't have really known that. It might be worth it to even do this, as dumb as that seems, because this thing can get so out of hand. If I play something and he has another freeze, I'm just done for. So unironically, I guess moreover, I could flip it back, so at least he has to go through the trouble of, or he won't even necessarily be able to do it, though. You won't be able to even freeze it because you might use the freeze effect now, but you won't even be able to do it. The problem is next turn you might be able to because it'll still be alive. This is a pretty big game too because I could get to 37, and this is a good this is a good sign for the future. I might just finish it off with this, but then I won't have enough. Yeah, look at him waste his freezes, though, at least. Seems like such a waste of a play, because nothing I'm going to do here is going to matter. They're going to have another freeze coming up. How perfect. Now I get to kill that. I'm getting carried by superpowers. Right, exactly as planned, even though I had no way of determining what I would get from that. So let's just do this. Gargantuas have Frenzy. I don't really care about that 2-2 though, that's the thing. So assuming they summon something else better and bigger here to try to block, he could get fucked over a little bit. This is just like in a moment of encouragement that I need, that like, oh, I can totally, you know, totally have a moment to get a rank here in a way that I've struggled to do, obviously. Is he going to have some sort of synergy with that or not? So this is a good board position. Oh shit. This could actually be worth it though. If I get the right one, give me, oh fuck, all the luck in the world that we need, but it's still not the end of the world, but that was a good convenient play for them at least. Now I have to get some of my other big stuff, and I do, right on cue. Wow. I won't even worry about the amphibious. That's kind of a lucky top deck. What if I got something low cost there? Now and they're still gonna have an answer for all of it probably, but deal 3. Okay, so what? What else do you got? Just play that thing back that you had. Not a very efficient play even still, but you'll have this. You'll have does damage against +1. That still won't even matter. Their hand is almost empty, which is a sign I always like to see. And so now we have a situation where hopefully I get something else big. And I'll ignore the height, I guess, because I have this little sexy removal there. Oh, I almost fucked myself over because I could have maybe done that. I was just assuming I wouldn't, you know, get anything I would want to play right then. Is he going to have any freezes left? Really, bro, really? This unfortunately won't even work, and bouncing it might not be worth it even, but oh shit. Oh, it will be worth it because it'll be an empty husk when it comes back around. And so now you have no real support or synergy for it. Yeah, fuck you, dude. I might do even a couple more here, but that was a good, satisfying little stretch. And again, it's just sort of showing that maybe I'm onto something with... Oh, shit, dude. 1 day, 3 hours. So if I think about it, it'll basically be... Like, it could be like noon tomorrow or something like that because... Well, whatever, I'll have to play like overnight. Let's actually keep going since I'm doing so well here. I mean, at the very least, I should certainly get to Taco rank 40 if I play an extended period of time. Like, I won't even have a choice tomorrow. Like, oh, I'll play all day tomorrow, but I can't because... You know what I mean? Like, it'll end tomorrow, so I have to do it tonight then. Oh, shit, dude. I'm gonna regret not playing more throughout the month, but I guess I did what I could, man. It's just when it seems so possible. It's so much within reach. Can't I get a win streak if I win like fucking 4 in a row? Like, I'm not saying I should get a win streak for winning. What was it before? Like, I guess 3 in a row would give me a win streak, but I don't know, it's just kind of dumb because... And see, people would question that play, like, oh, I should save it for the synergy, but I'm assuming they won't have a way to deal with it, but the real problem here is if I don't top deck a 1 or a 2 cost, then I'll be fucked over again. Or now I will get one, but it'll be a gravestone one, so like... Okay, dude. So the strategy should have been, I should have played nothing on turn 1 and nothing on turn 2, and just waited for something better, like... You know, if I was saving that, it would have fucked me over anyway. Although I guess it didn't do me much good anyway either. Yeah, I don't really care too much about that one though. That's the thing. Like, sometimes you can afford to ignore it. Alright, so now we're playing with sort of house money with respect to the simple fact of... Like, if I lose this one, it doesn't even matter. But because the Yeti is on such a good streak... Maybe I'm doing something right, or maybe it's just window dressing because of something else with respect to the whatever you call it. You know, it's just getting easier now. I'm so good at identifying stuff like that too. It's like I can't do it normally, right? I couldn't get to rank 50, but oh, now it's the last day and now people are starting to suck or something, or all the tryhards are already done playing. So now we're gonna exploit the fact that it's suddenly easier to beat these people. And I guess their ranks don't even matter as much too, because okay, this is a really dangerous turn, but why do people always put them in front of that? Like, is this really more valuable than that? Everyone always does that. But, no, what I mean is, like... Yeah, like, the last week, I was playing, like, generally the same rank of player, and I couldn't beat anybody, and I was hard stuck at rank 35. Now I'm suddenly rank 37 in, like, 2 days, which is still not a great accomplishment, like, 2 ranks in 2 days, but whatever. I'll play again tonight, and I'll try to... stay up all night and just do it, I guess. The only chance I'm gonna get. He's just not gonna let me kill this, is he? Like, he's always gonna have an answer for it, whatever I do. Like, I'm obviously gonna lose this one because Combustible's value, not Combustible, Cucumber's value has been insane. I'm even mocking the fact that, like, oh, why did you put it in front? But he just doesn't care. It's like when people put sunflowers in front of their plants in PvZ. You know, they're doing all the... They're giving you all your fucking resource. Why would you put them in front and tank with them? But there are times where I guess it's useful to do that, but... That's what walnuts and stuff are for. That was at least a very good frenzy, but... I still don't feel super confident here. Mainly because of the block meter itself. But I should do this just to trigger the... I guess I'll do it like this, though. So I'll do that one to trigger the block meter and hopefully finish you off with this, but I highly doubt I'll be able to. This is a trend of ours, too. Like, we'll always be so close, but there's something that comes up a little short. Okay, that still doesn't bother me. You'll still have a little 1-1 here as well. Now, maybe I could have played the shark if I... No, I wouldn't have had enough, though. I'm still not dead. Or no, I will be dead because of the double strike. Or maybe on account of the block meter, I won't be. Depending what we get. I don't see how that's really going to even matter. Alright, it doesn't matter because that game was inconsequential. For once I don't lose a star. Right, but no, there should still be win streaks. They should just be a higher standard. Like if you win 5 in a row or whatever, right? It carries into the next rank or something. I actually forget how that works normally. Like, alright, I'll just do one more, I guess. But at least we made some amount of progress. 37. But no, I'll be damned if I don't at least get to Taco rank 40. That'll be my loser's concession bracket. Battle for the bronze, basically. 1, 2, 3. Cost is good. Yeah, see, I'm not even mad about that one because it didn't really have any impact. The only difference with this one and the other one is that that one has team up. As far as like, you know, it does like 2 damage, but it has team up instead. But the assumption here is you don't really need team up because so many of my other cards are going to have it anyway, so. And see, I'll do this just as a basic curve play because I don't like waiting. Superior Sharp. You mean like Sterling Sharp, the better of the Sharp brothers, where he got injured, but he was like a better football player than his brother? If you know, you know. The second football reference I made in this game from Disgusting Act by Repeat Moss. I don't know why those are so ripe for this series, apparently. You could do this here and just protect it, or... That buff doesn't really seem necessary yet. I'd rather wait. But I forget, like, if you play it here, does it go in front or behind? It goes in front. And I think it goes in front sort of by force, too. Might be a little greedy, but next turn we can do a very sexy Spineapple play, actually. Yeah, like, it's amazing to me how active this game always is. Like, how are there this many people playing every single day, every single time? I could play it in the middle of the night, I could play it in the morning, like, it just always, 24/7. There's always just matches quicker than Hearthstone, quicker than Magic. Like, how is that possible? For a game that you would consider to be probably closer to being dead or whatever, or no offense to it, it's just been out for so long and it hasn't had active support. So I've never seen something like that, where I even assume most of these people are bots, but it could just be that it's really popular in China and there's just so many people in China or something like that. I don't know. Everybody playing it on public transport or something. That's my age-old theory on mobile games, which is pretty true. The reason why they're so popular is because of China and because of how many people there are and because of how they're always looking for something to play on the train on the way to work because they live like 2 hours away from the city because, again, they're going to have a job in the city, but they're going to live far away from the city because there's not enough housing in the city, because geopolitics of PvZ heroes and why it's so popular. Basically just they have to take public transport into work because it's so far otherwise. I don't really understand this turn because this would be very good just as a basic play, but your nuts will get +2, but it won't matter because that has deadly and that's not going to die anyway. So let's just do this, I guess. Or I could do that, but it's not really worth it. I mean, this I could play in the water, but it won't really matter too much. It's a very confusing turn, actually, because I'm pretty close to dying myself. This just seems like a greedy play because, oh, I want to show off the fact that it's going to have such a high health value, but what good is that going to do me now when I'm going to die between the strike through and everything here? Yeah, I hope this doesn't trigger the block meter, but it does, of course. All right, that'll help a little bit. I mean, this guy is pretty sick, but it's just kind of an ostentatious play at this point. So what could I possibly do here? I could just block this out. I might be tempted to play this turn, but I'll try to delay it if I can. You know, you could do like a Loco Coco type thing, but it just doesn't seem worth it. That seems like a waste, but let's just actually wait. Now, what could they possibly do with 6 brains that would potentially kill me? And the answer is probably not a whole lot, but I don't... You know, I'll take my chances. I'll just pretend like he can't deal with it. Like, if he just had a way to kill this, it wouldn't have been that much to ask. Okay, that's still fine. So now next turn I should definitely play it, but who knows? It depends on the board. If he didn't have a way to deal with it then, but maybe with his superpower. He is getting pretty low. This actually is one of my underdog sort of favorite cards in the game. Not near the top of the list, but I do always enjoy it. Because he always gets these crazy values. This might be one of the best ones actually I've ever had. I mean, mathematically, it couldn't be much better. Unless you had like a team up in every single lane. Okay, bro. Okay. Okay, that's the sign that it's time to stop. But whatever. We got 1 rank. So yeah, we get our final session tonight into tomorrow. And hopefully I can do it as part of 1 session. Because this is literally it, bro. So we'll play as the Smash next. But no, that was like the best streak that we've ever had with the Yeti. So you always have like these underdog moments, or everybody has had like their signature streak. Like everybody's working together. Rank 30 to 31, Combustible won me 5 games in a row or something, and then 31 to 32 it was somebody else. So like they'll all have their good and bad moments. So obviously the taco thing is tempting, but we really would have to get 50, and I don't see it really happening. But maybe if I'd played this, you know, all day every day for the last couple days, I could have taken advantage of the seemingly lower amount of competition that we get now towards the end of the month for whatever reason. That there's a lot of maybe worse players playing like me, just trying to farm out, you know, trying to get to rank 50 at the last minute. But somebody who's really a serious good player like him would already have been there, and he's been there for, I swear, like pretty much 20 days it feels like, right? He's just been chilling, farming me, in terms of like we're just played a lot of... Wait, why is that empty? Huh? That's weird. It like deleted the messages. There's supposed to be stuff there normally. Yeah, but we'll see if they get to rank 50 even, which should be pretty easy. I mean, how hard could it be to get from rank 49 to 50, honestly? And I've never seen anybody go backwards, so it must not be that, oh, at rank 40, if you lose at rank 49 and you have 0 stars, you go back to rank 48. That would be the only way they could make it more difficult, which in a way is kind of bullshit, because like every 10 ranks, something's supposed to become more difficult, right? Like rank 20, you start losing ranks if you losing stars if you lose a game. Rank 30, you lose the win streak. Rank 40, what happens to make it tougher? There's nothing else they could do. So aside from what I'm saying, which I don't think that probably happens. Okay, see you later. Okay, so this is gonna be my last time ever playing this game, actually, or at least as part of this main series. So again, we have to get to rank 50 by tomorrow morning. We have 15 hours to do it. So mathematically, what is that? It's going to be 11 o'clock, 11, 12, 1, 2, maybe 2 tomorrow in the day. So I'd like to stay up the whole time and try to do it like this. So still nobody else has gotten a rank 50 even of them, which again, maybe shows you how hard it is. But we've been seemingly getting like easier competition at least in doing this. But I'm all the way up to 37, and as usual, I forget who I just played as, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and look it up. But yeah, this is going to be it. So I'm going to try to stay up all night and do it, which I really have trouble doing, but I guess I owe it to this because I've really been lazy the last couple weeks. But it just didn't feel like I was making progress no matter how much I played. Like, for a while there, I was just really stuck, but maybe I should have still persisted through. I almost really did give up. Like, you know, like, even if I get like 1 rank per hour, I could do it at this pace, but like, that's really what I would have to do. So I'm going to get really sluggish at some point. My commentary is going to get very like almost slurring. So I'm almost going to stop talking, but you know, because I've tried to do that, I guess, in chess before, but then I just got sick of it and stopped. Or I don't know, I never had that issue in the past, but I guess I would never do it at night. I would do it, you know, I might stream 12 hours, but I would stream in the day and then I would just go to bed and then do it again the next day. Like that, if I was a big streamer, that's how I would do it. I would never do a 24-hour stream. I would just be like, okay, I'll stream for 12 hours, then I'll take a, you know, go to bed and then wake up and stream for another 12 hours. Like that I can accept, but we lost his wall night to a little ducky tube clown zombie. Even though I had that sexy beat and everything. We lost his wall night. Lost his Yeti and lost his wall night. Or did I even lose that? Sometimes it's confusing if I play as like a friend against a friend, because then it won't affect my rank or whatever. Alright, so whatever. So we got the Smash and then Green Shadow are the 2 next ones that we have to do. My inability to remember that every time is almost as bad as my ability to remember the actual names of cards and stuff. But honestly, sometimes I won't even read them. Like, I don't even try to commit them to memory. I try to commit the function to memory. Like, I know what it does or I know what its statting is. But I don't really care about the name of it. Okay, so we got a 2, 4. Sometimes, like I said, I do like to keep the higher cost cards, and of course, it didn't do me much good there. So right now we're playing with house money as far as like, I can't really lose a rank because, you know, we're already at 37 and 0, but that is a very common sight. There'd be certain matchups where you might just auto concede on purpose because you'd feel like, you know, oh, I can't beat this deck or whatever, but I'll still try to do it. But we could already do this, which maybe it'd be worth it to do that, even though I don't like to. I mean, first of all, it's a 1-mana 2/2 with Amphibious, which itself is good. Like, so that won't actually kill it though, so maybe it would be worth it. So the goal with this is to almost kind of rush them down, because if I don't rush them down, they're gonna have an even better late game than I do, or just a better one, period. Not to imply that mine is even that good. You'll destroy that fucker. Yeah, maybe that's the sign of a meta deck, because a lot of people use that and it gets really annoying. This guy is very high value card. This is a good value card too. But again, a lot of my stuff is just sort of hodgepodge, so you have to make the most of it, but that's kind of a total waste. Well, I mean, that card itself is pretty shitty, but so I'm okay with that. There is a certain temptation to try to sort of rush them down now, because if I don't finish them off by like turn 7, turn 8, now they're gonna do something crazy and fuck me over. So that's unfortunate, and now it makes it feel like a waste to even try to do anything to that, because of the simple fact that if you were going to do it, now you got it to 1 HP, so now I almost don't even care. So the problem is I kind of fucked it up a little bit with the mulligan. Like, I maybe should have kept some of those higher cost cards, which you wouldn't expect Okay, I was sort of relying on that, but I can still get rid of this. In fact, this won't even kill that, so... That was still a convenient way to do it. Aha, you triggered my real trap. It wasn't actually a trick, but my real trick was just the gravestone effect. This guy is an extremely commonly played card, too. Okay. I'd be banking on the fact that I can do this, and I don't mind using these, but I don't want the game to drag out this long either. Like, they seem to have more removal than actual big minions, yeah, but... Rose is just an annoying fucking bitch, basically, is the simple way to put this whole matchup. She's so annoying. I hate her in every incarnation. I hate her in even her past life or future life in Garden Warfare 2. I just hate everything about her. Every rose has its thorn. Okay, dude. And she's just a thorn in my side. I should have used that as a title at some point in this. We could use this to kill that. It feels like a waste not to use this, but I mean, there's nothing good to, you know, there's nothing really worth it to use it on. Give me a big minion, please, but I'm not getting one. Or let them summon a big one, but they'll have infinite value. That's the problem. Just infinite fucking value. Okay, I'll be willing to even use that. But yeah, a lot of the time it seems like the music actually bugs out. Why wouldn't you just use it on here, though? That should still work, regardless of the armor. Okay, that could get out of hand as well. I don't really know, but I'll do it just because I have so many of them. Right, maybe that's what that telegraphs, that you do have so many. Like, this is the kind of thing, like, I know that they're not going to lose because they just have way too much shit. They're going to have way too much value. I just can't do anything. I already know. Like, I already know the outcome that's going to happen. Right, it's very unlikely. Or, again, my win condition here, even though my deck is slow-paced too, finally you get something good. Holy shit. I don't even mind that. Like, if you do that sort of trade, and that's fine with me. Attacks in all 5 lanes, which in this scenario isn't actually that bad, but I guess it is, because it'll still kill kind of everything. It won't like kill me to the face, at least. That trades in pretty favorably, even with the star thing. So now I definitely have to do this. Which maybe doesn't seem worth it, but the amount of damage that's going to cause is actually insane. Like, this is a busted card both in... Oh, shit. Cornucopia, I can't be surprised at you doing that, though, either. Okay, dude. Okay. And, of course, because of the Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, I can't use that, and now... Okay. It would have been actually fine if that wasn't Dark Matter Dragon Fruit and anything else in the game. I could have still destroyed the Star Fruit, then this would have traded in, and it wouldn't have actually been that bad, but of course. You might think, oh, that's better than Bad Moon Rising, but it's actually much, much worse. And the reason why it's so bad is because it's so much more expensive that it's unlikely to happen, right, as often, but it also doesn't require you to have anything on the board, but it's also not a big deal to have anything on the board. I got 2 ranks in a couple days, and I think I'm suddenly hot shit all of a sudden that I'm recovering from the bad start. Or not the bad start, but the bad recent progress, lack of progress. So he's a rank 12, which means I'm clearly going to get my ass beat because, you know, sometimes I'm a little too elegant with these... I'm a little bit too slow-paced with the mulligan. I sometimes don't trust that I'm gonna get something lower cost, so I just let it be. But you can do this, and I don't know. If I do this, it'll ultimately kill it. It's just, you know, over the course of 2 very long, excruciating turns. So their deck might not be that good is the only hope, with them being obviously a lower rated player, but who knows. It could be some tryhard who's just playing at the last minute like me, but I'm not really all that impressive either. So this would kill it. That thing's already done its damage, so it really doesn't matter to me. 2-2, pot of gold. No, I was ill prepared for the amount of time that this would take, and unfortunately that I could kind of cop out and say that has more to do with the deck quality or collection quality or whatever than it does to do, because again, if I was using the best deck in the game, you know, truly top tier meta deck, then of course in this much time, you know, it'd go a lot smoother. At least I wouldn't need to compensate for time with time. 100 imp, it gets deadly. I'm not even gonna worry about that. Okay, freeze it. I guess it doesn't really matter which one you do, but probably you should do this. I'm surprised because I was gonna trade in anyway. So is that thing really so important to you that you would do all that for a 1-1? I'm still gonna get my ass beat to this fucking clown. Losing to a rank 12, like I don't get it, dude. I really don't get it. Those current lanes aren't really that good, but what you do have is I could bounce something. I don't know, I'm kind of just in dire straits. When revealed, freeze the plan, you get +2/+2 as well. I guess the only way he's not good is if there are no plans out there already, because it'd be like, why not just make him a 6/6 then anyway, or a 5/6? Because he's always going to get that effect, but not really because of the whole nature of it. If only it was turn 8 here. Okay, it's okay to lose a couple games here, but I'm not too happy about it because of the simple fact that he is only ranked 12. So that's one of those freebie matchups that I'd go into it thinking, oh, this is going to be easy and what a lucky thing, and I can totally abuse this. But the reality is that there's just no way to recover from this. Dark matter, dragon fruit or not, like, I don't know what to do with this, dude. You get hit with this, he'll get killed there no matter what. I mean, at least I got a chance to play it, but you would have been dead no matter which way you look at it. This could have maybe got me within the threshold of the block meter, and then that could have triggered it, and then the effect of it could have maybe saved me from that, but a little bit too much to ask. Okay, it's not a big deal. Let's get back into some of the aggro decks, but it was actually the Yeti that won me like 4 games in a row, which is pretty unusual, and he's not an aggro deck actually. This one is pretty dynamic because of the simple fact that it is both Bad Moon Rising and an aggro deck built into one. Yeah, now it'll actually become hard to find a match because all the kids who play this game are already in bed before a Monday morning going to school, so you have the ability to consider that 1, 3, 4. And again, you might question why am I keeping that, but it really is annoying because I shouldn't really play like that, but sometimes I feel like, you know, these are going to be very good value to have, so I just get lucky and get a 2 cost. We got to go full face, full aggro, which might be what Combustible is doing here too, but I don't know. Angelicus 1990, of course that name's a lie because, you know, if that's his birthday, there's no way somebody that old would ever play this game. That's even older than me. Like, how old is Fry 'em Up or PvZ Tryhard or whoever else is known for playing this game? Like, you got an old man playing this game, and it's like, dude. Like, that's what they always call it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, like a children's card game. But I mean, that could apply to any card game, I guess. So this is go here, go here. There's no real preference as to, because it doesn't matter. That's not going to trigger the block meter anyway, so you may as well just absorb it with the other two. That's okay as well. Why isn't this guy amphibious? One of those jokes that nobody understood when I originally said it. The cowboy is going to be excellent as usual, but only in the big wide sky will he find serenity. I don't know if that's a reference to something. I'm fine with doing that, even though it seems weird not to play on the... Wait. Why was I playing it like... Sometimes I forget what I'm doing. Like, I'm supposed to play as an aggro deck, but then I sometimes am tempted not to, and then you kind of question something. So are we going to see a disgusting act by Repeat Moss over here? We're going to see a disgusting act by the cowboy here. I wish he could, like, come back, too. Like, when... Now, when he attacks, he goes to the left instead, and he can go back the other way. Okay, that still doesn't even do anything. I'm not worried about my health. I'm worried about... When revealed, move it. Now, what I don't get is... To play a plant on heights... I mean, I can move it here is the whole point. But I could move it there. Let's see if he leaves this open. +1/+1. The thing is, I would have the bonus attack, but I won't live long enough to see it, so... Should I even bother doing this? Move zombie does a bonus attack. I'm a little confused, actually, as to what happened there, because... It's going to move to the right, and then it'll do it again. So it almost didn't matter a whole lot. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Why did I think I just did the math, and... I thought I just did the math and I wouldn't die, but then something changed and I wasn't paying attention. Whatever, let's just do this. Okay, this is starting off pretty badly. I thought it would be easier now, like it was, you know, earlier in the morning and stuff, where it's just sort of dumb luck at a certain point. Maybe I'm playing a little worse now, but 2, 2, 3 is good. We got some kind of shitty sequence of mulligans, but look at all these tryhards with the pay-to-win hero, right? This is one of the ones that you have to buy with real money, or even if you don't, it's extremely hard to get him. You can't just buy him outright with gems or something. So yeah, not only was this a free-to-play playthrough, it was also like a no-ad playthrough. Like, you can watch ads to farm gems or whatever the fuck people do with this. Yeah, I mean, this is it. We better make it count. Even if I'm going to be half asleep in bed the whole time. Like, I just can't help it. You could do this. I kind of just want to go face instead. Like, I don't really care what he gets from that, but it's going to be an endless chain of just the same shit over and over. Right, this will summon itself, and then again... Strike through, freeze all plans. And so you have, I could have done like that to buff it and kill that, but it wouldn't have mattered too much. Now, none of my things will die, but it's still not really that good. Like, maybe I should have still tried to just go face and buff this more. Okay, he's going to freeze lock that. And he's going to... Bro thinks he's from Among Us. It's impossible to tell who he really is. I made a couple jokes like that, but not to do with this game, like to do with the imp deck that I was using in Hearthstone in 2022. It's very impressive how I was able to do the whole run with one deck. Even though that's not face damage, I can accept it. That would be cute if I could get that damage in, but he's just never going to let me do that as long as I live. So, you could do this. You could do this. This is a leafy synergy that you would get, but that's not going to survive anyway, so... I don't know why I'm so hellbent on keeping the poison ivy alive. It's not going to be that important. These three, more like these nuts, haha. Alright, let's see what we get. Summon something here, and I can easily... Does the angle that he throws it actually reflect where it's going, or is that just a canned animation? I forget. I've seen that card so many times, so you'd think I would notice that, but... Now we have, Wait, what happened there? I wasn't even looking. Why didn't I hit that for 3? You could do this and kill, hit both of those for 2. But it's too slow of a play, man. Almost make more sense to do it here, maybe. This is just a clusterfuck of a game where he has way too much shit out there. Now the reason why that's good is because you'll at least trade into here, even though again that's not the kind of play that's suited to an aggro deck, but I'm kind of just giving up the ability to, like, I won't be able to actually do this. I'm just acknowledging it. Bonus attack, okay. I was really acting like the poison ivy is my whole win condition, like it was so important to me, but it really wasn't that big of a deal. I'm gonna lose because he just outvalues me, and it's unfortunate. This card is arguably not good for this kind of deck either, but sometimes maybe you can pull something away that was defending for them. So we could do a certain amount of damage there. That is good. This is also, I guess I could have put it there, so this is also going to die anyway to it. I'm already feeling kind of discouraged. As much as I want to stay up all night and do this, I just, unless I'm making some sort of progress, I'm not going to want to do it, but I'm still not dead this turn, but I just don't see really a path forward here. But yeah, this is such an oxymoronic, clear separation of biomes moment, where like you go from one zone in a game to another, and it goes like from a swamp to a grassy plain, like just in one little section. It just goes clear distinction. It doesn't gradually progress. That's kind of what a beach is, though, in real life, to be fair. Like, you go from road and pavement and whatever, even though it's sort of man-made influence, to, oh, it's like a fucking... to just the sand, and then you go straight to the water. Like, it's very abrupt. The strike through alone is gonna kill my dumbass. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. I'm already fucking tired. The point is, I overestimated my schedule or something, but I really didn't think it would take this long, even if I was or wasn't able to do it. That I never would have imagined it would be like this. So what you have here is a simple ability to try to get on a good streak again. Maybe I was overestimating people, underestimating people, because I don't know how this is happening. I don't know how people do like 24-hour streams and stuff. Like, it's just so... It's just not even fun. Like, you'll be half asleep. Like, what the fuck is the point? And of course, I've biased towards the aggro decks in two ways. Number one, that they've tended to do better here because they don't require as good of a collection for me to have that, you know, really with the top end value and synergistic stuff. But also, they tend to save you time too, because they tend to save you time because of the simple fact that whether you win or lose, it's going to be over pretty quick. You can't beat around the bush too much here. I don't really care about this guy at all. We're going to do a significant amount of damage here, pretty much no matter what he does. Even if he does that stupid superpower that does 2 to every lane. You'll hit it twice here. So you'll get him in the single digits here. Okay. Double strike, but that's not exactly very impactful right now. I am 1 hit away, and it could be a block meter issue where I don't actually do anything. Okay, you got the block meter itself. Hey Basilisk, how's it going? Okay, so I could take a chance and just assume that this isn't going to do anything, but in fact I almost feel obligated, but then again he's so low that maybe I shouldn't worry about it. Well, maybe I should do this. But I can't really do multiple things anyway, so all they would need is like a simple single piece of removal for it. Pretty good. How about you? Tired, I guess, and I'm gonna probably fall asleep while doing this. Yeah, I could have absorbed it. That was a pure RNG loss. Like, the block meter could have totally done it. Wait, so why does it seem like it's out of order, though? Isn't... I guess because I maybe played a friend deal or something? Because we already played as combustible, so that doesn't make sense. Normally it goes the other way. Wait. I must have skipped something or done something wrong. I did green shadow and then I did combustible. I think instead of solar flare. I don't know what's happening. Wait a second. What the fuck did I even just do? I did infinity, and now I should be doing, after infinity, I would do combustible. I think I just reversed them. I can't even remember what I just did. Alright, this is fine. I never really liked Solar Flare, but she's done actually pretty well in the course of this lately, at least. You know, if you're gonna play aggro, you gotta just full commit to it. I'm kind of already discouraged though, because rank 39, rank 37. But no, I'd like to get at least to rank 40, even if I'm still gonna fail the challenge. Alright, we could get rid of this here. We gotta go full aggro all of the way. What did he get to here? 15. Okay, so we have a decent board here. This card sometimes is a little bit overrated. It can be good value as time goes on, but you don't really want the game to go on that long anyway. Conjure a mushroom, which could always be a 0 cost too, so you better, you know, don't end your turn too quickly. Yeah, let's get on another good streak again. See what I can do. It's already gonna have 2 HP, so it'll go as high as 6. Which is pretty good. And hopefully the first one will trigger the block meter. Okay, how convenient, dude. How convenient. You could do this, or actually it's not a bad turn, even though it's a terrible turn considering my aggro deck nature here, that I'm going to end up just completely at a loss for what to do. You know, that was a good reaction, but I don't have the means to win if I can't rush them down. He's not even playing any minions though, like what's the point of this? Or anything at all. Yeah, strike through is something I maybe even slept on a little bit with respect to, I don't know, just in general it feels like it's a lot better than I always ever thought. Staying awake for a long period of time is like not eating food for a period of time. It's like after a while your body just gets used to it. So the first couple of days are the hardest. And so, you know, like the first couple hours here will be the hardest. Then I'll somehow get used to it. You do have lethal, but I'm not gonna get it. I should almost try, because they would kill me, but the block meter could save my dumb ass, or it wouldn't even have to. You have 0 brains, so there's nothing you can do. Like, you actually are just dead, if I'm not mistaken. Right, isn't that so sad? Like, everything seems so perfectly laid out for you. The Poison Oak's one moment of glory in this whole year plus playthrough. Like, the only time it's ever had really any good impact. Let's open a pack here and celebrate that one win that we got. This is going to be, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I like the concession of it too. It's kind of like my old self, where I wouldn't put a lot of effort into talking. I would either talk less or I'd be a lot quieter. It's like, oh, the gameplay speaks for itself, and you're doing like these high-end challenges and stuff. But that's almost what this represents. You don't have to be a high energy, yelling, screaming, clickbait kind of clown. you can just be quiet and nondescript and to the point, almost to the point of being boring and monotone, but as long as what you're doing is good, that kind of speaks for itself, which it's really not that good right now anyway, but okay, 113. Yeah, not a very good pack though. Luck. So should I worry about that? I really shouldn't, but actually it doesn't matter. That's the thing. It doesn't matter what he gets from it because I don't have time to worry about it. I just gotta rush him down. Now if he doesn't take advantage of it here, then I could do it, but you already know he's going to. You just can't think like that because I'm in such a limited space. Right, where my win condition is very narrow. You can make a play that seems like a good value play, but it's not because of the simple fact that you don't have an alternative. You have like a very limited, narrow approach and playstyle. Okay, so we got in an environment. I'll just do it here. Play a zombie when it's time for tricks. Just use the Space Cadet instead. Lol. Basically the same purpose. Which seemed like one of the most overrated cards in the game, which it still kind of is. But that's the only reason why, is so you can kind of counter stuff. Okay, deal 2. As if to assume too that being half asleep and tired isn't going to hurt your level of play, but I guess it almost wouldn't matter. Okay, let's see what we got. This will be good the next turn. This will be good the next turn. Or you know what happens is I when I'm tired I lose like my self-awareness or stream of consciousness. So I'm become like the normal person or the normal streamer, where instead of being like hyper aware of everything, I'm like I'm not aware of what I'm saying as I say it anymore, which again is normally how people are anyway because they're not thinking that deeply about it. But I start to lose track actually of what I'm saying. I still don't even care about that, but maybe I should. Okay, see you tomorrow. But I guess there is no tomorrow for this, as Apollo Creed would say. Bye. Oh shit, Poison Oak could get another legendary moment here, but that we'll have strike through. You play zombie here, you have +2 this turn, and then I'm gonna have a couple days of like actual, you know, almost taking a break from the madness that this has been. But then I have to finish my Smite series, and I have to finish my other series too, Magic the Gathering, which will be even more exhaustive than this. Just don't be oh, I could have done that too. Just don't be a bullseye, I was gonna say. Okay, that's fine with me. Becomes deadly, conjure a card. You shouldn't wait till the last minute like this, obviously, but Okay, the attack value doesn't matter. Although the block meter might still not trigger, so it doesn't mean that you're gonna win. Yeah, by the way, I just happened to mention that. Holy shit, bro. Okay, Infinity goes back to the Yeti, who did exceptionally well the last time, apparently. Because again, I won like maybe 4 games in a row with him, which is the whole reason why I got to 37. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is gonna be how I should talk now. It's just kind of just like my old self, like just quiet a little bit, a little mumbly quality to it. Yeah, I mean, can I do this for 12 more hours, I wonder? I wouldn't even mind if I was actually making progress, but it's gonna end up being the same shit, where I can't do anything. Yeah, I'm doing a zombie roleplay where that's what I'll start sounding like over time. I become progressively more and more like a zombie as this collection fades away and as I get closer to failing the challenge. 1 mana, 2/6, not bad. Oh. Gotta be some way to make this like more comfortable. I don't know. How do people do that? Yeah, that's my one biggest thing. It's not that I haven't streamed for long periods of time before, but how do people do it? Maybe they just sleep during the day before they do. So it's like window dressing. They're not really like they're not really streaming all day. Or like, you know, but I guess if you're doing a 24-hour stream, then you would have to do it like that. Oh, here we go. But they're not even doing any heals, so oh, fuck me. Famous last words, they're not even doing any heals. But no, I'm just getting hard stuck, so even if I try my best here, there's only so much I can do. This is meant to be a, you know, mid-range kind of board control deck, but the problem is the simple fact that sometimes you have to pick your spots and go aggro anyway because it's the only chance you'll beat what is otherwise a vastly superior deck. Yeah, I haven't done this focused and dedicated of a timetable for something since like actual okay, let's see what we can do here. You have I don't know why I'm exactly doing that. I have no real chance of rushing them down anyway. Okay. I'm done, dude. I can't fucking stay up all night and do this, but I hate to give up, but alright, so what you have is the ability to you can only play one of these no matter what.
That's what I was almost thinking about doing. Sometimes they do a muted session. So I still have it on video, but I don't give commentary. Whether that's because it maybe helps me focus or something, or because it I guess I didn't know till after. Okay. Okay. 0 out of 5. I'm waiting for that early period to maybe pass, and then you're not so tired anymore. But I can't seem to get to it. So we did this here, so now we'll go back to... Supposedly I just did combustible too. So we're maybe a little bit out of order, maybe because of a friend deal that we had done there. I want to do it, but it's so fucking boring. Okay, can we farm through some of these low rank players, even though I just lost like a rank 18? Let's see. Sometimes I don't like overcommitting too much to one lane there, because you feel like, you know, just because it has team up doesn't mean that it should have to be. Okay, so we got this. Okay, I don't want there to be these long pauses, like where I'm actually falling half asleep every 5 seconds, but... The point is, I'm not winning any of these games, so like, it's so fucking annoying. I thought I was onto something earlier when I... You know, was showing that I had some good streaks going and stuff, but... I don't know what exactly I'm even playing for here right now. That thing can be really good. Okay, let's see. This can be really good. Pretty expensive though. You have this. Look at this, struggling to beat a fucking rank 9 over here. If I truly, you know, was wanting to do this, I should have just done it earlier, like, you know, still played more often instead of waiting till now and doing it. Yeah, I hate to say it, I'm too tired, I can't do it. Maybe I'll wake up early and do it like that, but that's probably better. There's got to be like a threshold that you get to. Like, what can I do to kind of cheat the process? You would think there'd just be easy matchups now, though. Like, you know, you're bullying a bunch of people because everybody sucks and everybody's a low rank and stuff. Or not even just low ranks, but they're not really that good or that serious. Otherwise, they would already be at rank 50. But even them being rank 50 doesn't preclude my ability to actually to play against them on the ladder. Ooh, I do that. The strike through would be relevant. Okay, that was really something good. But yeah, that's the one good thing in this game for maybe certain purposes is like everything's automated, so it just does everything by itself now. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about with the low rank players. I don't mind keeping some of this here, but alright, it doesn't matter about the effect, I'll just do it for the sake of it. Yeah, I give up. I'll just do this one, then I'll try to wake up early and see what I can do, but I can't do it like this. Because if it ends at like 12 or 1 or 2, so if I start at like 7 in the morning, then I could always do it, because then I would already be up, or like I'd already have slept. Yeah, just disconnect. That's what I need is a couple you know, that would be the way to cheat it. You could like somehow set up a disconnect person to keep going against over and over. You sort of win trading, win fiending. You could actually win trade pretty easily in this game too. Like, they concede 5 times in a row, so you get a rank. Then you concede 5 times in a row, so you get a rank, whatever. That would be fine. You get to keep the Astrocado pit. And then you have, let's see, destroy 2 or less. Okay, fine. That only really bothers me if it's like the 3-peater on fucking Green Shadow. Like, the value of that is actually really good. Good game, most don't want. Okay, let's see what we got here. On a whopping 1-game win streak with Wall Knight. The problem with it is there's really nothing I can do even. Like just period, not even something related to the to like a win condition. Okay, even this guy's getting on my nerves here. That's because of patience alone. Oh shit. Oh yeah, let's just see if we can win this one here. But no, it was sort of deceptive because for a while there I had almost given up that, I don't know, it hadn't been going too well and whatever at rank 35. But now we caught our second win, but it doesn't mean that I have a whole lot of time in which to do it. Bro is so slow, man. I maybe could have done that the opposite way, but strike through is good. Or no, of course not. Then he would have just killed the Star Sword. You know what one annoying feature is on YouTube? Like, you have to like you're playing a game and you put like a certain category, but then there's like 50 different ones for the same category. Like every expansion that comes out or every other, somehow they restrict it like that. He's down to 4. The Astrocado could still do it to you here. With respect to okay, between these two strike throughs you should probably have an option here to win. Yeah, next time I'll know that, oh, in order to do a challenge like this, just quit your job and just fucking do it all day, every day, because that's the only way you can do it. Come on, man. Okay, tricks cost 2 more. So with 2 HP, can he actually do anything here? Starch Lord Gaming. Did this guy really somehow survive through all this? Like, how is it even possible? And unless I had like strike through, I have no chance here. Okay, let's see what we got. This is not very good most of the time. Oh my gargs. So the block meter should save me a little bit here, but probably not adequately enough. This is what represents Wall Knight actually pretty well, that he always just comes up a little short. He'll be competitive and good for a while, but they're even out of cards, but I don't have like a really good late game consideration. Okay, I actually give up. I'm just gonna... I'll try to do it in the morning, but I can't do this overnight. So I'll do the last session ever of this game tomorrow morning. And if I can somehow get 13 ranks there, I would love it. But more than likely what'll happen is I might be able to get to rank 40. Okay, see you tomorrow.